I never had a CD or album or anything. I just used Spotify. Sorry.
First time I remember acting.
My first time ever acting was in a theater production of The Little Mermaid, and I was a lobster, and I was also a sailor.
I did these things where I would like have my own show, but in my head. For example, if I was about to eat food, I would have a whole script in my head like, I'm about to eat food. I don't know how to explain it, but I always did it.
I did grow up like doing little like plays when I was a kid, when I was like at musicals at school.
My first like acting thing was I was in a musical called Willy Wonka, which was really fun. I mean, look where it got me, hey.
I was born there, so I kind of have a lot of memories there. But one of the things I remember like yesterday was before I started school, I would wake up on the beach like every day because my mom did surf competitions. So I would just be there, and when I woke up, I would eat, and then I'd get to go swimming in the shore.
My first memory of Hawaii was when I was born there, so it's all I...
Did they put a lei on you right when you came out?
Like, as soon as I came out, late, instantly, like, it was pretty crazy.
Honestly, one of my earliest traditions that I feel like I remember, even when I look back at videos, was doing the Maori Haka, the war dance. I just remember doing it. We would do it at weddings, you do it at funerals, you do it when people come home from church missions or from long trips away. And I remember when I first went to New Zealand for the first time as an adult, I was welcomed with our family's Haka. And so I think for me, the earliest tradition that I can think of would probably be that.
I think the first family tradition that I can think of is that my dad's mom will knit us slippers every single Christmas, and they're super awesome and they're super comfortable.
That is so cute. Like house slippers?
Like literal, like little slippers. We get to pick the color, the style. It's great.
I had a CD, I had many, but I think first one that I can like picture in my head is NSYNC, No Strings Attached, when they're puppets on the, I just have that iconic picture in my head, so I must have had it like very early on.
Probably John Legend, Get Lifted.
It was either Panic at the Disco or Taylor Swift.
My first pet's my dog. His name's King.
My first animal was a really fat cat, and her name was Sassy, and that's exactly what she was. And that's probably where my cat obsession started.
Very first pet that I can remember was our Great Dane Taj.
My first pet was a Great Dane. His name was Crash.
I never realized how much I wanted to do acting until I actually started doing it. And my mom took me to this thing called the Celebrity Experience when I was 7 years old, but before that I had no experience in acting, so I didn't realize how much I liked it until I actually did it.
That's interesting because like I grew up music was everything, and so for me musically I was probably in elementary school when I realized that that's what I wanted to do. But acting, it wasn't really until I came out here and it was something that it was an option. So I'd say probably like 15, 16.
And I guess my first time I wanted to do acting was in first grade because my first grade teacher said I should, but the first time I wanted to do film acting was like right after I did my first theater production, which was The Little Mermaid.
Funny story, when I go to high school, freshman year, it was my first access to acting. We had a theater program, and I secretly went and auditioned for the musical, and I was the only freshman to get a role in it, and I went home and told my parents, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be in the musical, and they're like, our daughter who plays soccer is gonna be in the musical, and I was like, yeah, and I'm gonna sing too, and they're like so caught off guard. But from that point on, I mean, they've been super supportive, but I think I've just always known, and I still love it to this day.